I'm on a snowy logging road in the Coast Mountains in British Columbia. I made it about 4 kilometers down this road and my car can't make it any farther. It's getting very steep and very snowy. But the hike I'm planning today is 11K down this road, so I've got a 7-kilometer walk to get to the trailhead. Let's get started. Most of my favorite hikes in BC are accessed by long drives down these kinds of logging roads. But this is the longest I've ever had to walk along one of these roads. Oh, it's boring. When I was growing up, my mom had a super cool 4-wheel drive Jeep that could have easily made it to the end of this road. Mom, I miss you, and I miss your Jeep. I thought this was going to be a 7-kilometer hike along the road to get to the trailhead. Turns out it's actually 9 kilometers. So I've been walking uphill through the snow for 9 kilometers, almost 4 hours now, just to get to the trailhead of this hike, of this difficult hike. That little blue dot you see on the map is me. The blue line is where I've walked already today, and the red line is a hike I did last October up here. It's a really difficult hike, so I think I'm going to change my plan. Instead of doing that exact hike from last year, I'm going to keep going along the road, and there should be some decent access to the Alpine up at the very end of this road. So the snow is coming down pretty good right now. The road ends just up ahead, and there's a trail that branches off and climbs for about 250 meters up to a lake, an alpine lake, which is probably where I'll try to get to today. It'll be nice to get off this road, but that 250-meter climb up to that lake is not sounding that appealing right now. I don't have much left in the tank after this long climb up this road, so I'll do my best. We'll see how it goes. I just came across this lovely meadow here. It would actually be a really nice place to camp. But the lake is a little farther up, so I'm going to keep going. But this could be a backup. It's really nice right here. It's so quiet. The only sound I can hear is the snow falling. This is absolutely beautiful. What a crazy looking tree. It's got pinstripes down the side, and it's been hollowed out in the middle from a fire. Wow. That is a very unique looking dead tree. The lake is just up ahead. And I just noticed now there's some running water coming out of the lake, so that's awesome. I can fill my water bottle. I'm very thirsty. I haven't had nearly enough water today. Oh, it's been a long day. Almost 8 hours to get here. But the lake looks quite scenic. It's surrounded by mountains. This should be a really nice place to camp. I'm looking forward to spending a quiet evening here at the lake. I just did something extremely careless. I was trying to get some water from this creek that's flowing out of the lake, and I picked a really bad spot to access the creek, and I fell into the creek. So getting wet on a winter camping trip is very dangerous. So it's early April now, and it's like right around freezing. So thankfully, I should be fine. But that was a really, really stupid, careless mistake I just made. I'm really angry at myself. So I found a much better spot right here to gather water that doesn't have such a steep access point. My tent is all set up. It's time to get ready for bed. It's almost 8 o'clock and it's still light outside. It's kind of nice to do these late season, late winter hikes. Midwinter, I'm always fighting the daylight, trying to finish the hike, find a camp spot before it gets dark. So this is nice. So I'm all cozy in my tent. I'm still upset with myself for falling in the creek earlier. That was very, very dumb. At least I got it on camera. If this had been a midwinter hike, it could have been serious getting that wet. But actually, I just took my boots off and my socks were dry. I used this waterproofing wax and I cover my boots in this wax. And it does the job because my feet actually weren't wet. But my jacket, my pants got wet. My body heat has mostly dried my clothes, so no major issues. But still, it was a very dumb mistake. Good morning. First light here in the mountains, 6:30 a.m. First light is always my favorite time of day in the mountains because it means I made it through a long, cold night and I get to have coffee. So I really enjoy this time of day when I'm camping. The gentle light in the morning really makes me feel calm, and the quiet is just really, really nice way to start the day. It's so quiet here. The only sound I can hear is the snow hitting my hood as it falls. I love this. I just finished my morning coffee, so you know what that means. Time for a number two. You might be wondering the best way to comfortably do your business in the winter when you're camping. It's really not that complicated. I'll give you some tips. So the first thing you want to think about, of course, is that you don't want to pollute the natural environment. So choosing your spot is very important. So I always try to look for a low spot away from any water sources, so that when the snow melts and the poop starts to melt with the snow, it doesn't drain down into a water source. So I like to find a spot, um, usually under some trees that's flat, so that it's just going to soak into the ground. Some people actually shit into a bag and pack it out with them. I don't do that. I think, if an animal can shit in the woods, so can a human. You just have to be mindful. So choose your spot carefully, dig a hole in the snow, do your business, and then what you want to do is build yourself a little bed of sticks where you can put your toilet paper. Little bed of sticks, just like that. And then you can put your toilet paper on top of the sticks and burn it. If it's a really cold day, it could be pretty uncomfortable because you want to get it over with quickly. Your hands are getting cold and other parts of you are getting cold. But it's not that complicated, and take your time, be careful, be mindful of the natural environment, and leaving no trace, all that kind of stuff. There's a pretty serious bank of clouds rolling in, so I think it's time to pack up and get going. I've enjoyed my morning here, but time to go. just about every time I do one of these winter camping trips, at multiple points along the way as I'm hiking in, I think about turning around. It's really difficult. These hikes are hard, and I'm not a young man anymore. Often I think about turning around and going back home and being comfortable at home, but most of the time I push through, and I'm always grateful that I do because I end up in beautiful places like this. So this has been a fantastic trip. I've really enjoyed it. It was hard, but they're always hard, and it's always worth it. Thanks for watching.